Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Quickly out wide to Eskridge. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Niners much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. You look at this Niner defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. But here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 11 yards there, just like last play. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game you play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Now a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. Able to slither by. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Niners at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he's down inside the 15. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
To throw on 2nd down. Right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's their quarterback, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how team...
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Spike 60. You don't move. Spike, white. Cut, go. Red, yellow. Blaster, sit.
Throwing to start the drive. Right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready?
McCaffrey on the counter.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4.
In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Wright to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Right.
That's complete left side to Gray. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now right on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll go with a keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Niners have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
First down, Seahawks.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Walker once more.
opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 122 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Right now, throwing on first down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. In motion goes the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to McCaffrey.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
50 yards.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Moore. He will return it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave able to drop it that time for his second sack of the evening.
Then the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. But it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. But a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So
there he goes, right side. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He lets it fly for Lockett.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Right. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Right on 1st and 10. He's got Ayuk once again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw again.
Running the slant, Gray with it.
Touchdown!
Danny Gray.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Niners add 6 to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Seahawks 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Williams to return.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Throwing to start the drive. Right. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
To throw is right on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers!
Danny Gray
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Niners get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And
And it's intercepted.
It's Jair Brown who's got it.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They go play action here on 1st down.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 22.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Back to throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here's Wright. Off the play fake.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, 70 yards. And the Niners continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now Wright, throwing to start the drive. George Kittle. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here's Walker.
And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2.
Yellow. Yellow blue. Ready?
Back to throw. Right.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 34 yards.
On play action, they'll throw.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Brings up third down.
Right now to throw on third down. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation